Christian with Small Home Gym, and I just bought the Eleiko, I believe that's how they're pronounced, open collars. So I haven't even opened the box yet. This is how the box came, just a little bit bent, but I don't care as long as the product is still in good shape. And then I have the Rogue aluminum collars, which are considered the best collars out there right now. So I wanted to do some drop tests with these and load up weight on a bar, and then make the bar vertical and see how much weight it can hold up. So I believe these are a game changer. I'm about to open them up for the first time right now. I believe these are a game changer because you don't have to slide these all the way on a bar. So this is them coming out of the packaging right now. So they are really nice. I'll just show you guys the other one real quick. So these are a game changer just because you can now slide this just straight onto the bar instead of having to drag it over, which is not really that big of a deal. But then you just clip it down like that, as it seems, and then that clips down on the bar for the barbell collar. And then an issue I had with the Rogue clips, they're the best you can get out there as far as the weight not moving, but they are pretty dang hard to just clip and unclip onto a bar. So I'm about to use the Eleiko open collars for the first time. Then I'll show you about the Rogue aluminum collars as well right now. Okay, so here's my bar right now. And then I'm gonna do the Rogue aluminum collars, and I'm just gonna show you what I was talking about, how, so that's clipping it down, and then when I do it, I just have to snap up real hard. So it can get a little bit, it is a little bit rough. And then from what I saw from the Eleiko collars, they're actually really easy to just clip on. So you just shove one right there, and then you just press down, which that is actually pretty dang hard as well. And then let me see. Oh wow, that is much tougher than I thought it would be. Okay, so you just slide it on and then clip down. And then I think when you take it off, I don't think you can use one hand. Yeah, you'll have to use two hands like that. So I think the weight tolerance is actually gonna be really high on these. These are actually pretty dang, this goes on pretty dang tight on there. So we'll see when I do the drop test, and then there you go. So you can see how it clips on. So we'll see when we do the drop test, and then when we do the weight tolerance, and I'll make the bar vertical to see how much weight this can hold. So I started to mess around with these a little bit more. And then so when you put it on, I would recommend putting your fingers right here and clipping it down. So put it on, put your fingers under right here, and then you'll be able to easily just clip it on. So that's much easier. And then when you're ready to unclip it, I'd recommend putting your thumb right here and your other finger right here, and then just snapping it off. So that is much easier than what I was trying to do actually before. So we're just in my backyard right now, and I'm just gonna do some clean and jerks without the collars, showing you how much movement is, and I'm just gonna be dropping the barbell overhead. So as you can see, there is a lot of movement in between. And I know if I use the Rogue aluminum collars, I know there's already gonna be no wiggle room with that. So we're just doing the Eleiko collars and seeing how well it does with that. So next I'm gonna put on the Eleiko open collars and see how they do. So I just put on the Eleiko collars, and I noticed that the leverage when putting on the Eleiko collars from this angle is actually much easier to put on. And then what's nice is that my plates, the inside of them, are stainless steel. So the collars are magnetic, so they'll stick to the side of your rack or whatnot. so it fits really tight. It magnetizes towards my plate, and then I can clip it down. So I'm about to do a few more of the clean and jerks and see if there's any wiggle at all. So from what I can tell, there's pretty much the same amount of wiggle. I'm going to unclip it and let me see if I can push it in any further. Yeah, I couldn't even push it in any further, so it still has that amount of wiggle right there. I'll move the camera closer so you can see. On the other side, this side is the side I didn't touch. So as you can see, it's still really flush against the barbell, and then this is just natural wiggle that was already there, that it didn't even move at all. So now I'm actually gonna load up this whole entire side, maybe with like 315 pounds or something, and then tilt the barbell vertically and see if this slides even at all. So what I have here is, it would be 405 pounds total if the bar was loaded on both sides. So probably more than what most people would ever lift in their life. So I'm gonna hold up the bar vertically and just see how the Eleiko open collar holds. So as you can see, it is slowly sliding down, but that would probably take a pretty long time for it to slide completely down. So that is really good, considering that you're never ever gonna put your barbell in a position vertically for the collars to fall off. The point of the collars is to prevent the plates from moving off of the barbell, and nobody's gonna stand their barbell weight loaded like this on this side vertically. So that's gonna hold up fine through any lift, I'd imagine. So as I use these more and more, I notice there's a little bit of a break-in period. I think it's starting to get easier to snap on with weight loaded, because inside the bar was not loaded, so that was making this easier to spin and everything. So with weight loaded, it was getting easier. And then so I would recommend sliding this onto the bar and then sliding it close to your weight, then grabbing the bottom like I recommended, and then your thumb on top, and then just snap it in. So that was much easier than inside. And then when you take it off, as you see that there's the opening lever right there, I'll just recommend putting a thumb or a finger in there, most likely your thumb, and then grabbing this and then just pulling it slowly to unlock it, and that was pretty easy in itself. So I would say I actually like these better than the Rogue aluminum collars. The Rogue aluminum collars you have to just slide on, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's as hard or harder to put on like the Eleikos. So the Eleikos, you're saving a little bit more of time by just being able to plop it right on there and just close it like that. While with the Rogue aluminum collars, the Rogue aluminum collars have quite a learning curve on them too, because they're really hard to snap down. So this is easier in my opinion, and I know the Rogue aluminum collars do not budge at all, but this was just slowly sliding off, and you're never gonna put your bar vertically like that in order for your clip to withstand that much weight. This is the end of my review. Please subscribe and follow Small Home Gym on Instagram as well. Thank you.